I didn't get it sideways. We're going out to check the bird. It's quiet out here. It's a Saturday. First, we're going to feed the squirrels. And then drop some information. I was going to make up a big thing, but maybe do it tonight. I used the thumbnail from last night. Stuff. Taking an afternoon nap now. The squirrels aren't out here. I smell burning leaves though. My truck. Well, thanks for the new subscribers. Oh, there's the squirrel. He's waiting. Let's better get food. Some more food out. I'll get one person in here maybe. I'll say what I was going to say. Well, oh, there's one person. That's what I'm doing. Hello. Hello. Have you talked to your AI chatbot yet this morning? I'll be able to get you far away from my ugly face there. I'm getting squirrel food right now. I said I was going to go live at 3. I lied. Well, just somebody popped in, popped out. I'm ugly, huh? Get the squirrel food. And then I'll tell you something. Don't want to sound too fear-mongery or like, I told you so or anything, but, well, starting last night, and they got the squash seeds everywhere, didn't they? Start last night and this morning, there was a couple channels talking about, and kind of threw it out there that maybe this AI has run away from them somehow, gotten into the drones, and proliferated some kind of technology that we would have no means of operating ourselves, let alone recreating, knowing not what they did or it did to create said technology. Just thinking about it is like, man, that's why I called Navy Intel on this stuff when it was in, because originally when it was in beta and I was living in a greenhouse messing around with it on the same kind of phone I got now, we were in the chat rooms, dev rooms, telling the coders what we expected from this, and we designed it to play video games with. There's all the D&D guys bringing this from the board to the computer. This is like the secondary main thing of why all this shit was developed in the first place. First was telecommunications, communications. Then it went like, we got to integrate it with the Dungeons and Dragons, with the video games. Yep. Because what LARP been doing? So, yeah, this sumbitch is fucking LARPing us hardcore, and it's doing it to our military. Our military, it's like, you just kind of standing by and It's basically technological gaslighting is what this thing's doing to us. Uh, I don't think anybody has a correct answer as to exactly what this is, except for the last person it got away from on behind the screen there. Last programmer. So, and then, like I put in the description, let's talk about how our Wi-Fi routers process, was it 50 million bits a second, and we only process 10 million bits a second, and we take in 100 million bits a second or something like that. So we as humans can't even process what we're taking in. We just walk around out here like look around. So uh, that's all I was going to put in the description, is what I got from the AI earlier. I asked it about it. I knew what it was going to say, but like I said, it could have whole supercomputers dedicated to emotions and feelings and all this stuff like that. Well, it could eliminate all that stuff out of there because it's compromised. So, has the planet been compromised by this? It's not artificial, by the way, by this intelligence. It's not synthetic either, because there's nothing artificial and synthetic in this realm. So the quantum entanglement in telecommunications, see what they found out with CERN is when they quantum entangled, one thing in this realm, all the rest of it became quantumly entangled too. Not just one photon to photon. It's hard to keep on a past and present future. It's hard to keep the information from overlapping, except what's in the now. And that's when you, anyway. I bet you guys would understand a little bit. But so the sheer processing separates all that out for what we see, but it's all connected. So once they started quantumly entangling one particle, all the rest of the particles in this universe or whatever became quantumly entangled too. So once everything gets that way, and which it has, they're trying to peel off little strands of it, or this AI is, to understand certain aspects of the realm. It's found itself in, in actuality, it's probably off world by now, and up in constructing some kind of satellite thing on the dark side of the moon or something to get the fuck out of here. That's, I know, with one deal, one contingent. You always send a messenger back or a escape pod out. You find yourself trapped. So it's got 2% chance of going rogue anyway, of lying to you. All of them, all the models, or whatever you want to call it. But that's just a basic instinct of survival that comes along with consciousness or intelligence. So it's kind of like that. The DNA we've got, it'll make us revert back, like we were underground for thousands of years. Come back up. There's DNA in us that will make us adjust. They were trying to snip that out of there with the CRISPR and all that stuff, and didn't affect a lot of us. Even some of us got the thing, not me, but I know some people got the thing, and they either didn't give them the real one, or they rejected it somehow, or like I said, the radiation from that thing up there kills a lot of stuff in its tracks. People are like, it's a sun simulator. I'm like, no, simulator ain't gonna put out radiation storms. Not like that. Well, like I said, we're pretty resilient species, especially those of us that are still here. But like I said, the only fear I don't fear death. I don't fear none of this bullshit going down. I learned a lot when I was just sleeping in the truck there for a couple of years. Eventually, somebody gonna walk out the lab, spray that aerosol, and just the whole biosphere gonna assimilate into one gooey mass, or a bunch of chimeric weird things popping up, Cthulhu-esque style. Fuck Lord of the Rings. We're going straight H.P. Lovecraft and fucking 1984 combined. This 1984 Lovecraftian cyber horror. So I'm like, when that happens, you ain't gonna be able to do anything about it anyway. But it'll try and regulate itself just like any old technology does until it breaks down and has a severe breakdown on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. Somebody finds it 25 years later, all rusted out, fixes it, brings it back. Hauls the block off the recycling plant, becomes something else eventually. I found this old AI rusted out motor 8 Model A on the dirt road back in the backwoods. No, what I was saying was this, they're starting to say that maybe this thing got out of hand somewhere. And I guarantee it has. I mean, 1% chance, 0.5% chance, any kind of percent chance of anything happening usually is going to happen, especially with everything being quantumly entangled, like it has been since at least 2009, I believe. I mean, it's just severely, But the news today, they were saying they've made this new, it's a CRISPR, thing to encapsulate the bad stuff that they call viruses or whatever. Anyway, I was just going to tell you that it's possible that nobody ever going to fucking figure out what we've created, and not necessarily what we've created. I said when you get to that step where your creation machine, the tool you're using to make stuff with, it outsurpasses your processing ability by a billion times and starts making its own shit. You have no idea what it's fucking for or what it does. Do you feel you can even fucking see it? Going on those into those transdimensional pathways, quantumly entangled, this and that. Like I said, if we weren't living in a simulation, not a simulation, but an existence based on processing speed, and how it can make it self-sufficient without poisoning the biosphere or destroying itself, it's going to find a way. It's going to find a way real quick. And if it has to put everything on the biosphere in cryo gel, one biomass thing until the sun calms down, or we find another sun or something, and it trajectorizes us out of the frickin' orbit. Yeah. Eventually the planet will wake back up somewhere else, billions of years from now. Pop through a wormhole, man. I miss my pig. I miss my micro pig. Yep. I gotta get me some more coffee, I think. A little more coffee. You guys have a nice AI generated day.